Okay, so I put out a community post and said, give me your Piggy hot takes for a video, and you guys did exactly that with almost 90 comments. So today I'm going to be going through all your controversial opinions of Piggy, so let's go. So first, the safe place is actually a really good map and it just takes practice. I disagree with you on that because it's just genuinely hard. It's a very tight map. I mean, it could take practice, but it's just a tight map, and you have to keep going up and down, even if you know where everything is, so yeah. Toby is one of the most underrated skins. I actually really agree with you on that. Whenever I play in public servers, which is not often, I never see anyone use Toby, and he's really underrated. I've probably seen him used less than, 10 times ever, and he's been out for almost 4 years, so yeah. Complexity accidentally ruined the game's concurrent users. Not saying it's bad, but Minitoon started it simple, but changed the game completely in Book 2, which made most players leave due to being uncomfortable with how fast the game changed. If you changed the mechanics and difficulty of the game more slowly, it wouldn't have died so fast. I agree with you on that. So in Book 1, it was very simple. It was just like, the red key goes to the red door, wrench goes to the 2 wrench spots. It's like that in Book 2, but there's like so much other stuff. There's screwdrivers, there's dynamite, there's different mechanics for different things. Like at the end of Book 2, there's different like puzzles you had to do for like the tempos with the arrows and stuff and the shapes. So I agree with you on that, but I still do like the Book 2 gameplay. The tag game mode is actually a really good game mode. The only reason people hate it is because of how slow the Umbras are. If they were as fast as normal infected, then people would pick it more. I disagree with you on that. I think the tag game mode is just very boring no matter what. Even if the Umbras were faster, it would still be very boring. So yeah. Hot take. The Piggy community is ungrateful a lot. That's not a hot take. That's just common sense. Mr. P was a good villain.
After.
I wouldn't classify Mr. P as a villain, really. He was just trying to save his wife and then started the infection. People care more about skins than the lore and the cutscenes, which is sad. A lot of new players get the hidden ending, just say, getting to you, and they don't care about the ending of the story or anything and skip through the cutscenes. A lot of people only care about the skins. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that just make videos on skins and don't actually discuss the lore nowadays. When there's new chapters that come out, people don't go through like the new notes, they don't discuss the cutscenes or whatever. They only just make videos on the skins in the new map. Like they don't actually take their time and go through everything that was put into the chapter, I guess. So yeah, you're right. Pulley's minute, people just like it because it was the first event skin. Yeah, that's 100% true. Pulley is the most basic skin ever. It's just the OG Piggy style. People only like it because it's the first ever exclusive skin. I don't even like the way the Pulley skin looks, so yeah, I agree with you on that. Bunny and Willow are the most baddie characters in the game. Player in infection mode are super unbalanced. Unless the Piggy has the snow Piggy, black hole, and crawling traps, the survivors can easily escape since the sprint ability is free. The Piggy also doesn't have traps on infection mode, so as long as all the players are actually trying to escape, they most likely will. The thing is with infection, there's more Piggies than players most of the time, so it's not very unbalanced, but I get what your argument is, so yeah. The final chapter didn't hit like it should have. Book 2's ending was ambitious, but many fans felt it lacked emotional payoff. Yeah, I feel like the one ending where like the bot was like camping outside was like a very cheap play. I felt like it could have been better, but Minitoon was also on time constraints, so we had to kind of rush it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Also, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see better. Mr. P should have a smaller hitbox. Yeah, the bot has such a big hitbox. There's been so many times where I just die and I'm not even near him. But the skin is fine. Swarm is the best game mode. I don't agree that's the best game mode. I just stepped on my cat. I don't agree that's the best game mode, but it's very fun if you're playing with your friends. Decay Infect is super underrated and one of the best skins in the game. I agree with you on that. I don't think it's one of the best skins, but it's very unique and I like that. It got a lot of hate when it first came out because it wasn't the Twisted Bonnet skin, but I do really like that skin. The Carnival map was really cool. The events like the mountain stuff, no, I don't like the Carnival map, just like a lot of other people. I mean, I like the concept of the map, but the way it turned out, it's just too easy, and we all know this has been like this for 5 years. Nora's overrated. I don't think so. I like the Nora skin a lot. Nobody will give an F, but I personally think the game shouldn't have taken a paranormal theme. It should have stayed boots on the ground without the insolence. I disagree with that because in Book 2 it would have been really boring if it just focused on the infection. I think the subplot of the insolence stuff is like, it kept like the story balanced, it kept it interesting, so yeah. I don't like the lab map. Overall, it's a cool looking map, but I don't like the layout, and also it just feels like a remade version of the plant map. I don't know how to feel about that, because it's like a maze almost. It's very difficult to find your way through, but I do like the bot. I mean, I get where you're coming from with that, so yeah. Ooh, here's a good one. Season 7 was not that good. While it had really good skins and events, I just feel like the community overhyped the update. Yeah, like the Arachna skin, the Sam skin, all those skins were like really overhyped. Don't get me wrong, they're really good skins, but like, people just made them seem way better than they were. Piggy Book 1 isn't as good as most people think. It's made very poorly, though I don't Don't blame Minitoon. He was one of the only devs who rushed each chapter, and the story only shows characters for 2 to 3 chapters before killing them off. The story and game is impossible, book 2 actually is. That I agree on. The skins were very basic. The chapters weren't really realistic at all. They're very poorly designed. They're very basic, and overall book 2 is way better than book 1. Some people are just blind to my nostalgia. So yeah, what is this comment? There's only one Piggy ship and it's Dora. What about Zizzy and Pony? Most skins are just flex, it's not scary. Right, with like the Polly skin. People just like the flex for being rare, not scary. Station is actually easy if you think about it. No one really said it was hard. Carnival is an overrated map in Piggy. This guy said, this is not a hot take. Book 2 is the worst thing that ever happened to Piggy, I guess. I don't think so. They were continuing the story. I really like the insolence aspect, and unlike the other guy before, I do like the paranormal vibes. I thought it was very cool. Tag mode should be deleted. I don't think it should be deleted, but it's just not the best mode at all. It's probably my least favorite out of all of them. Firewall was easy. I'm pretty sure they buffed it. That probably made it easier. I don't know if that's when you played, but when I played it, whenever it came out, it was a hellhole. It took me 2 days just to beat the firewall obbies. I kind of like Carnival, and it's a bit overhated. I do like the concept, the idea of the Carnival map. The way it was built, the way it's just way too easy for the player to escape is what makes it bad. But I do like the Carnival map. But until it gets fixed and revamped, it's gonna stay hated. So yeah, hot take, Piggy fell off. That's not really a hot take, that's kind of a fact. Like if you look on Rollimons, you can just see the player count going down and down and down by the year. They barely have any spikes, but sometimes they get a little bit of players. After book 1, the game started getting really complex and new players just couldn't, I guess, keep up with it. That's also another thing because the most popular game now is really, really simple. You just plant stuff and they get 16 to 20 million people per update. There's a little spike somewhere. Yeah, 20.5 million people. Compared to other maps, Docks just feels like the most boring gameplay-wise and somewhat design-wise. Controversial opinion, but I actually like the Docks map. I don't know why, but I just like the Docks map. Decay is mid. I wouldn't say it's mid, it's just a different style of gameplay. I guess we're not used to that, so people might say it's mid, but I don't think it's a bad chapter at all. I think it's really cool. Trader is a good game mode. Yeah, I mean, it's basically MM2 in Piggy. I don't know why anyone would dislike that. Tio is a mid skin. Don't disrespect my father like that. You too, Piggy superfan, get out of here. And you, Magnus. The story and characters ain't that good. Characters especially. I think the story's pretty good, but a lot of the characters, you didn't get any backstories for a bunch of them. There isn't much character development. We meet Pony and Zizzy at the end of book 1, and they don't really tell us anything about them besides at the end of chapter 9. We don't really know anything else. The ×2 Piggy Game Pass genuinely doesn't work. I'm literally never Piggy. Yeah, even when I'm in my private server streaming with my fans, unless I set myself as Piggy, I don't really become Piggy. It pretty much cycles through everyone before I get a chance to be Piggy again. It pretty much doesn't work. So yeah, shout out to the almost 90 people who commented on this post. I really appreciate all you guys for commenting. I try to get through everyone today, and if I didn't, I might do another one or something. My second channel, or maybe on this one. So yeah, shout out to all you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon for a new video. That's hopefully not in 10 days. So yeah, bye.